Happy Saturday afternoon. Just wanted to give a little update on where things are, give a couple shout outs as well. So, as I said, Saturday, and I woke up today pretty blue, honestly. Things are deteriorating with my neck, and which means I'm getting a lot of symptoms in my arms. And now, like I said, in the left arm, where primarily it was the right one before. I mean, I'm lucky that, I was able to get in for the stem cell treatment for September. Couldn't be soon enough, but yeah, it's plaguing on me. And on top of that, I shouldn't be taking any chances or rolling or doing things, because what I've been told is that if, for a couple of reasons, well, one, I can't do anything to jeopardize my neck. But if there is an injury sustained anywhere else, even could be my elbow or anything, then when I do get stem cells, the stem cells will attack to heal any injury. So I want them obviously to concentrate on my disc in my neck. So they told me, like, I need to be very careful leading up to the treatment, and then I believe it's 6 weeks after. So that kind of maybe blue as well, because that means no exercise, no rolling, no things like that. So this morning I was going to go to no-gi, but obviously I can't roll, so I wasn't going to go. I was kind of just moping, if you will, around home. And Professor Greg King of King Jiu-Jitsu, put the link somewhere, told me to come on down, even just to the beginning of the class, the technique part, even just to be there. And so I took him upon it, and I cleaned myself up and went down there, and I'm so glad I did. First of all, it was nice just to be around people like-minded and such a welcoming atmosphere. But on top of that, sorry, my dogs are going a little nutty, playing in the backyard. On top of that is just Professor King, Greg King's, he gives a lot. It wasn't just to me. You can see it the way he is with his students. A lot of teachers will, at the end of class, will discuss things with the students in regards to lessons that are applicable in life and things like that. And Professor Greg does that as well. And but it's so authentic. It's so very, very authentic. And I just want to thank him for that. Like, because the one in particular he was just talking about today in class, he was just talking about how, what we put out, we get back, and we're all guilty of this. I certainly have been, where you get caught up, especially in the last couple of years with everything and COVID lockdowns and that. You can be kind of go into a negative spot, and what you give out can certainly come back to you. And it's really something that we need to think about and try to be. It's not always easy, to be positive when you have a bunch of things going on, but I'm not doing justice what he spoke of, and I wish I had recorded it. After that, he did something that really humbled me, and maybe quite emotional, without my knowledge. He also called me up in front of class at the end, and just to explain my situation to people, like why I'm not actively rolling, and then what I'm going through, and then on top of that, telling them about my fundraiser and stuff. And it was very, very emotional, very humbling. So I want to thank him from the bottom of my heart, and thank you to everybody who has reached out, everyone who is, Ariel put together the fundraiser without my knowledge. And I honestly struggle with that at first too, because I do have a lot of pride, but it is an extremely expensive treatment, and obviously anything helps. And so a lot of people have done that. Not everyone can help financially, and have other ways, and I'm internally grateful for everyone for everything you've done. I really, really appreciate it. So that is where we are in terms of things. So I'll be going the first week of September. Up until then, I have to obviously, like I said, be very, very careful. Take things slow in terms of injuring myself or making this worse. And then afterwards, yeah, I'm nervous. You could probably even sense it maybe a little bit in my voice and that. It's a big deal. I mean, the surgery would have been a lot worse and extremely invasive and high likelihood no martial arts again after. This, I have a lot of hope in. I don't want to get my hopes up too high, but I do. I feel really good about it, but it's also it's nerve-wracking, I guess, honestly, because I want it to work so bad. I really do. And I don't want to let the folks down around me and people who have, encouraged me and helped out. And it's quite an experience. It's the most bizarre thing I've been through, actually, now that I think about it. It's really affected me on so many levels, this thing. When you start losing the use, I won't drag this out too long, but I'll tell you just the littlest things. I think it was 2 mornings ago, got up for work. And everybody has their morning rituals, I'm sure. So I was going through mine, which is probably why I wasn't thinking too much, but just going through my coffee, doing the thing. And one of the things with this is that I'm losing motor control of my hands, and the right one, which is my dominant hand, unfortunately, is the one that got struck first. So a lot of times there's things I can't do. I've talked about it on the shows, like I can't rotate my hand with a cup without dropping it. But other things like my depth perception and things, it's just off. Anyway, I don't even know what happened. All I know is that I went to pick up my full coffee, and it literally just fell out of my hands and just went everywhere. And it's not so much the mess of the coffee. It's whatever. I could clean up in a few minutes. But the fact that it happened, it was, I almost cried. It was just like, it's so hard. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you do. I'm losing motor skill, and there's literally nothing I can do. Well, I mean, treatment obviously I can do, and hopefully they'll put an end to the progression of it, and maybe, who knows, maybe even some healing from it as well. Anyway, that is my update. That is where things are. Much better. Hi, Elliot. This is one of my dogs, Elliot. Hi. Hold on, can I do this? Hi, Elliot. Anyway, that's it, folks. Just a quick update. Sorry about that. Not sure what happened there. I cut off. But anyway, yeah, that's it. Just wanted to do a quick update on where things are. And I wanted to do a shout out, obviously, to the folks who have, graciously donated and just been so kind to me. It's overwhelming and humbling. And a special thank you to Professor Greg King. It means a lot to me. Your friendship and your teaching and what you've built in that school. It's really amazing. It's such a amazing atmosphere of like-minded, no ego people. It's just incredible family of support. So thank you very much. Thank you to everyone. Have an awesome weekend, and until the next update. Us.